What's going on YouTube? It's Mike Lifebull here. Not really a typical video I usually make, but today guys, I'm teaching you guys how to take pegs on and off of bikes. So taking pegs off is, well, the whole operation is really simple, but taking pegs off is probably the most simple part. So all you're gonna need is you're gonna need a socket extension. And primarily, what I'm used to for my bikes is a 16 mil socket. But because this is a Crew Dart electric bike, it takes I think it's an 18 millimeter socket wrench. So yeah, let's get into it. So all you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to find the proper socket size. Usually for me, it's an 18 or a 16. 16 is mostly a lot of SC bikes, and 18 is bigger bikes such as maybe Crew Darts, Zoos, electric bikes. Really, most electric bikes from what I've been hearing. Just gonna put it on. Make sure you guys get a good angle. So yeah, so you just unscrew it, the peg comes off, the bolt should come off with it. But a problem I'm having with this bike, and you might have with some of your bikes, you might have problems with having messed up threads. My threads are a little messed up just because of the way that I worked on it in the previous ways. But it's okay, the bolt is still intact, everything looks good on the bolt. Inside the peg, on the inside and the outside, everything looks fine. So, yeah. So after you take the peg off, you're going to put the bolt back on so the bike can be rideable. So what you're going to do, you're going to put the bolt back in the socket. You're going to flip the switch on the socket wrench right here. You're going to start just threading it in. And make sure you get really snug. And yeah, that's how you take off a peg. It's literally easy. Just really unscrew it, take the peg off, and put the bolt back on. So putting pegs on is pretty similar. It's just as easy and maybe even easier than taking them off. So some pegs are different. Some pegs have spacers that go in this hole because these pegs are supposed to fit different size bikes and a lot of different bikes because they're universal pegs. So it comes with this little spacer that goes on the axle and that sits pretty comfortably inside of the peg. As you see, if I try, it fits right in there perfectly. So that's really important. So let's get into the install. So first off, we're going to start taking the bolt off. For this, I'm going to use a spanner wrench. So once the bolt is off, you're going to want to get the spacer here, the little black spacer. It doesn't come with like every set of pegs, but on the Merit 5-inch pegs, it comes with it. So first, we're going to put the spacer on. Then you're trying to put the peg over the spacer and line it up. I'm going to let it rest there for a minute. And I'm going to get my 16 millimeter socket wrench with an extension on it. I'm going to put that together. I'm going to put the bolt in the wrench. Now, this is what I have to make it a little bit easier. I put this inside of it. I line the peg up. I can start wrenching at it. Once you feel it get tight, make sure you make it nice and snug. Make sure it don't move or anything. Spacer is all good. Well, thank you guys for watching. It's really easy. You don't even have to use a spanner wrench if you want. I do because it's easy and I can. But you can just do it with a regular socket wrench. But yeah guys, that's how you put on and take off pegs. So thank you guys. See you guys in the next video.